Calvino. If you were Mexican, what would you be called, Calvin? Short stack?
What? They don't just name people nicknames.
What do you mean?
They don't call it. What do you mean?
Fucking Dirty Bandit. He's Mexican, isn't he? Bandito.
Oh, yeah, bandito is a Spanish word.
That's a nickname.
That's a nickname. My nickname in Mexico would be calavera, which means skull, which is spicy.
I've only ever been called dildo.
I honestly don't know how I never thought of that before. Yeah. El dildo.
It's fucking low hanging fruit. That's why
dildo.
all the people in my primary school learning the word dildo.
Yes, I love primary school bullying. Yeah. It really is the best. It's kind of sad when you're an adult.
Yeah,
and it's kind of crap.
But it's funny. It's funny seeing primary school children like complain and be like, "Oh my god, he called me a funny," and then you're like,
they were right.
It's fine.
Yeah. You are funny.
Funny, man.
Are we recording?
Yeah,
we are rolling.
Oh yeah, should we do the intro then? Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
You just say that from the top.
Yeah, you start us off.
You missed that whole
fucking pump me up, like
dildo crack now because of you fucking Frank Reynolds did. Anyway, Dylan used to get called dildo.
No, do a proper one.
Oh, fucking right.
I might keep this all in.
Good. Right, 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome to the Low Poly podcast. I did forget the name, with Dylan Lynch.
And Josh Black.
No.
I'm really sleepy.
Yeah, I've noticed.
As you can tell.
Why do you always keep with the cans?
I fucking love cans.
And we talked about this last time. It's been a little while, everyone, since we recorded because of sickness and
I've been
general
sick
weakness,
as a dog.
to be fair, sick as a parrot.
A parrot?
Yeah.
Why would a parrot be sick?
I don't know. They are sick.
Like fucking sick? Which bird is your favorite?
What's that one that looks like a dinosaur? You know, the one with a massive beak. It's like a stone something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The one from like the birds from Skyward Sword are based off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of podcast is this, Dylan?
It's a nature podcast.
We talk about birds. No, not a cassowary. Yeah, that thing, a rock bill.
Yeah,
shoe bill.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. The fucking kip of him. The absolute size of him.
He's got gigantism.
Yeah, it's terrifying, but they
It's
are
a disabled bird right there.
Birds look like they've got problems. You know what I mean? Yeah. Birds creep me out because birds, I think this about a lot of animals, you know, like if a cat gets
shoe
big.
bill stork for the audio listener.
A shoe bill stork.
Thank you, Calvin. Like if cats were bigger, they would just eat us. That's lions, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If a spider was like the size of a house cat, there would be no spiders in the world. We would have killed them all by now. But these fuckers, the shoe bills, are just chilling, waiting for their moment to fucking strike.
The new dominant species.
Yeah.
Storks. I do like that big dogs are just wolves and wolves are just like slightly chill.
Yeah.
You know, and like the fact that you can befriend wolves and then now you've got the pug. Like
there's fuck them.
There's no universe in which like you get a tiger to think you're pretty chill, and then you get something. Is that how cats were born?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not. Believe it or not, people, this is not actually
This is not a
nature
science
podcast.
podcast. Hello, it's Low Poly Science Hour. We're talking about nature, fun things, and facts.
Facts optional.
What's your favorite fact?
My favorite fact. That is such a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, what's your favorite fact?
You're a cutie. See? And we're back. It's a video game podcast.
It is.
We're talking about video games. I am well again. We've still in the phase of like we're batch recording loads of podcasts. So currently none of the episodes are out, but this is episode 5.
Damn.
It's pretty cool.
Look how far we made it.
I know.
Jesus.
Fucking start from the bottom now. We're here. We're fucking back in the main studio now. We're not.
Yeah, I'm liking it more. To be fair, I used to like the other place, but it was so fucking cold in that place as well, and quiet.
So we've got our fancy arcade machines back. You've got Mortal Kombat 2. I've got Dig Dug, the best of the games.
What's Doug doing?
Fucking around as usual. Do you like Dig Dug?
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing against.
When Dig Dug came on, like the Xbox arcade, you know, back in the day when like
I loved Xbox.
You know, when they had like 200 gamer score and that was their whole thing. I got all the achievements in Dig Dug.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Not no mean to flex, like, but got all the veggies and dig dug. Hey, girl, do you want to see the veggies I got
see
from
my
Dig Dug?
fucking Doug. Dig you up. Dig you out.
Who's the sexiest video game character and why is he Dig Dug?
Calvin. Yeah. Sorry, Calvin's just eating a mince pie like a Victorian child who's just stolen it from a warehouse. You know what I mean? He's just like you know how like an animated mouse or raccoon would eat something like this? That's what he's been doing off in the corner, pretending that we're not seeing him.
I didn't see him, and I'm really glad you called him out red-handed.
I didn't actually think Calvin was the most attractive video game character of all time.
You were asking Calvin the question.
No, I was just getting his. He still can't
He's
speak.
fucked.
Mouth absolutely packed with mincemeat currently.
Oh,
it's
packed with
fucking
mince?
horrible. Speaking of horrible, we've got mulled wine.
We got mulled
in
wine.
these. Mine's cold. Dylan's is hot.
No, cold.
Let's just try it fresh first.
I haven't tried it yet.
No,
Mine's warm and it's awful.
I've had worse.
You know what?
But here's where
Yeah,
we put
no,
a
it's not.
little low poly spin on things.
Oh, should we put
We've
Monster?
invented a low poly cocktail, which is mulled wine or whatever seasonal beverage you have.
Lad, that's the
Mixed.
most stinking thing I've ever seen.
Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas.
So Josh has just put Monster into the mulled wine.
That's really nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, try some, man.
No.
Oh, no, he's just committing.
I'm
Fuck
committing
yeah.
immediately.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'd join a cult and
Look at
no
Calvin.
ball
He's absolutely furious. He has to drink
Can I
his
have
hot
some?
mulled wine.
No, you've got hot. You can't put hot. No,
No,
can't
you
put
can,
cold
Calvin.
Monster.
Calvin, come here.
No, because I'll come for my second one. I'm about to finish this one. When I get the next one,
This is the worst drink I've ever had. Let me get a second. I have some
Oh
things.
yeah, that sucks. Oh, you tricked me.
No, it's nice.
It's tasting mulled wine and Monster.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you okay there, Calvin? Yeah. It's like, you know, when like one liquid has a different density than the other, they just stack on top of each other. That's what it feels like. I've just drank.
All right, science, man.
See, it's the nature art.
Can we talk about games?
Games are gay, lad. What are you on? I want to talk about birds and shit. Are you
Come
serious? Yeah. So the topic of this podcast today.
I wanted to talk about some stuff first.
Oh shit.
Related to other
Oh, do you have
podcasts.
things?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had
fuck the
actual
topic then.
things, right?
Go on.
Just saying, like, you never let me speak about anything, Dylan.
I apologize.
Oh, fuck. You weren't supposed to just
See,
like,
this is how
Shit.
you solve conflicts. Just get on your back immediately. As soon as there's any semblance of a fight, belly out. Like, listen, lad.
You know what? I see. Yeah.
I'm still like me.
I do feel like
It's fine.
the discussion for who's the alpha in this room has now become me or Calvin. And leave a comment with your leave a comment.
What's your
with
opinion on that,
Yeah.
folks?
There's a couple of things. First is Resi 4 VR, the remake
Yeah.
of Resi 4 VR trailer just dropped, and it looks fucking very good.
Is it not already out?
Oh, fuck, is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
What the fucking-
I don't have a fucking PS5 for Resident Evil 4, like the remake of it.
Yeah, the remake, the VR mode of the remake of Resident Evil 4 is
Is that out?
It's out, yeah.
Holy shit. Well,
And I'm not going to spend the money on a PSVR 2
Yeah.
because it's the same cost of a PS5.
yeah, I mean, VR is dead, but it did look very good.
I am obsessed with potentially having a VR thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot of money to sink for maybe 3 games.
Yeah.
There's, what's the lightsaber one?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. Have you ever played Beat Saber?
No.
Lad. Transcendental. It's Guitar Hero that teleports you to a new universe.
You beat a saber and you just like transcend into the fucking
Exactly.
Space.
But it's like Guitar Hero, but with techno, and you've got lightsabers,
the hell. That's a
and you're in a universe of darkness and black, and there is only techno.
in the far distant future.
We don't live in the main timeline.
Oh,
The main timeline resides in the land of Beat Saber.
in the Beat Saber universe. We went wrong somewhere. The other one was last time I think we were recording. I talked about a game I bought called Elderborn. I think I bought it for about £3.
Yes.
You would love this game. You know how you wrote
I know
your
you've mentioned it, but I don't.
you wrote your dissertation on Doom.
No, part of it.
Oh, part of it.
Yeah.
On
I
the
wrote
Doom.
there was because I did music at university, and we did a lot of focus on like video game music for a lot
Yeah.
of stuff.
Sorry.
And I definitely did a paper on Doom 2016. I did loads of stuff. I did, Vort from the Boreal Valley. Did a small essay on his theme.
That's cool.
Class.
Yeah.
Good memes.
Yeah, it is. The best way I can describe this is like, what if Doom 2016 and Dark Souls had a baby, but it avoids like the worst of both of those games because it's not a very long game. I always think with boomer shooters, I like Doom and I liked like Bolt Gun and I liked all that kind of thing, but they always go on and I struggle to finish them. Yeah. But Elderborn is basically like hack and slash Doom with like, the movie Heavy Metal, like the cartoon movie.
Yes.
Fucking class. But with that like aesthetic. So you're just like punching skeletons and like ripping people off and it's like,
That's
it's
sick.
class.
Have you played Metal Hellslinger?
No.
Singer? Is it Slinger or Singer?
I don't know. I've not played it, mate.
I think it's actually, I think it's just Doom, but with Serge Tankian from System of a Down in the soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
I think it's got...
Did he work on the soundtrack?
So what they've done is they went, Doom, let's do more of that, but instead of Mick Gordon doing all the tunes on an 8-string, they just hired loads of actual metal artists. So Serge Tankian's in it. Matt Heafy from Trivium.
Hell yeah.
Can you look up Metal Hellsinger metal artist features?
This reminds me of another game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but in hell.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fucking class.
Yeah, right.
Like fight demons with kickflips.
We got Matt Heafy from Trivium, Elisa Whitegulls from Arch Enemy.
Randy Blythe. Holy
Lad.
goddamn. Tatiana, I'm not going to try and say her last name from JJ, is
from
very
what?
talented.
Yeah, it's. I think it's. Do you know like Crypto the Necrodancer, where you have to like do things to the beat?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is the same. It's actually coming on the PS Plus subscription, I think, this month for the month of December.
It reminds me a lot of in the first episode when we were talking about like 9 of our important games. One of the things was I really like stuff that knows it's kind of done, but just goes to 11 with it. Yeah. And that's what I'd say Elderborn is. Like it doesn't fuck about, but it's not really like Dark Souls. I wouldn't say it's like hard enough to qualify, but it has like the mechanics of it. And
it's got that
very
same
satisfying.
soul, would you say?
No. In relation to discussion on like privatizing games with digital libraries, where I was just basically a prick and was just like, it doesn't matter, lad.
Yeah.
Not us, I just pirate it. Basically. I listened back to that episode and I was like, wow, what a cunt I was.
You're a lovely man, don't worry.
PlayStation has deleted a ton of TV shows that people have already paid for. And I was like, well, that makes me look like a fucking Ringo, doesn't it?
That's really funny. Like the moment that we talked about that, I was like, oh, all that shit that we talked about. I mean, PlayStation, I think it's like the Discovery Channel. Yeah, that mulled wine's gross, isn't it, lad? Monster
I'll
mulled
have another
wine.
glass though when I'm done.
You know what? I've gotten used to it. I think I've climatized to the monster mole. Everybody do the monster mold. Yeah. What the fuck was I talking about? Discovery Channel. Yeah, so they took it off, and basically anyone who paid for anything via this Discovery Channel, like I think I actually went onto it to like pay for the Ngannou fight, Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury ages ago. And
did you watch that fight?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a good fight.
Yeah, it was a great fight. Yeah. I never watched boxing either. No. I was
really confused by why. Was it just you, or did
no, me, Katie, and so Katie's nephew, Alex. Shout out, he might be watching. He's super into boxing, so we did like a thing where I paid for the pay-per-view, and then the pay-per-view didn't work for most of it.
Yeah,
it was horrible. And then we watched the fight, and it was embarrassing. This isn't I know zero about sport. We've made a video game podcast.
You talked about birds and I've talked about sport.
Oh, look at us.
Hell yeah. Branching out. Not just a pretty face, those guys.
Yeah, not just geniuses of the craft. Fucking worldly men also.
The last thing I wanted to talk about, Calvin, I emailed you this, so this is probably going to take ages, but I'll try and fill in the scar while you fill it in. I'd like you to play the video from around 50 seconds when we
have a video?
Yeah, we do.
Audio listeners, we have videos.
Can you just pause it or mute it or whatever before we fill it in? So I have been sick for my entire fucking life.
I was about to do that.
But I've been medically sick, not just mentally sick, for like the last 2 weeks, and I've not slept well at all. And when I sleep, I usually sleep with headphones in and I listen to...
Oh, really?
So I usually listen to like something I don't care about, or like the entire history of a speed run that I've never done, never watched, never will watch. But I was watching one of them and fell asleep. But I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I felt awful. I was like coughing a lung up and I was like, I feel terrible. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go take a shit. So I like pad over to the bathroom in like absolute stupor, just like, this is terrible. Sit down. And I was listening to, I think it was about like Jack and Daxter speedruns or something. Okay. But they were...
You just down that YouTube hole.
Yeah, at that point. And I was like, I was enjoying it. And then as I was kind of like bleary eyed, just sat there, this music played and it literally scared the shit out of me. So just imagine it's 4 a.m. You've just woken up, you're sick. You don't know what's happening exactly. Calvin, play the music. I can't hear it. Calvin, I can't hear the music.
Can't hear that music.
I also can't hear it.
Oh no, we're gonna have to cut this. Oh, you've ruined it now. I still can't really hear it.
It's because it's coming through the fucking...
Oh, we just played it through the room thing.
Yeah.
But just imagine. Well, we're gonna have to layer this in. But like the urgency, all of a sudden, I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Like a scared squirrel.
I was like that, just trying to get my shit out before before the guards came. I was just there like, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I've been discovered.
The Metal Gear alert noise with the exclamation mark? Yeah, that actually happened. And I was like, I just shit a little bit.
like when a lizard empties its contents of its body to run faster.
Yeah. Humans do that too.
Yeah, isn't that like a thing with it?
You
can turn off the
it scares me enough anyway. That's fucking common.
That's that's part of like anxiety. You ever feel like dead anxious and you want to shit?
Yes, I do.
No, it's a thing. That's it. If you like, when you're like going on stage or like something, you're like, fuck, I keep having this shit and piss.
Yeah.
Pissing and shit. I can't stop pissing and shitting. It's because I think it's the amygdala in your brain from when you're a lizard.
Yep.
And it's basically like when that lizard was being chased by a larger lizard, it would go, I can get out of here much quicker and more efficiently if I just fucking spill me guts, shit everywhere. My body weight will be divided by about 50%. And I can fucking scoot out of there.
Yeah, that's...
And we've still got that today.
Gold star for understanding. Yeah, and that's another...
I used to... Every single Ultimate Frisbee tournament that I attend, I will have a poo before each of the 5 or 6 games. I will play it over a 5-hour period.
That's good.
I love the 2 things or the 3 things for sure that viewers and listeners will know about Calvin is that he doesn't play games.
He doesn't play games.
He loves Warhammer and he shits before Ultimate Frisbee. Do you feel like you're getting a good innings here that painted of you?
I think it's accurate.
I mean, do you want to talk about the other thing that we were talking about before the podcast? No. Okay, we won't do it. We'll save that for...
Sign up for the Patreon.
Sign up for the Patreon and we can get that.
Show you.
Yeah, and you are completely right. It's why we want to vomit. It's why we sweat. It's why we feel tense.
We sweat as well.
Yeah, so things can't grab us. And it's part of the reason why it's...
I didn't know that.
I'm paraphrasing, but there's basically 2 systems of your body. One where things are okay and the other's fight or flight.
Yeah.
That's why anxious people drink like cold water because it activates that other one and gets you back into like a calm place.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're going out of the goon state and going into the safe state.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The goon state is the danger zone for sure.
That's the excitement.
Holding on for dear life, cooming everywhere.
I never leave the goon state, lad. Shitting and coming everywhere. Sorry. I think I made a point to myself to not drop a fucking jizz reference, but here we are.
I fucked it.
There's been a lot of fluid talk this podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm a real American fighting for the right of every man. Do you have any other bits and pieces?
No,
I'm really enjoying this.
Thank you. I'm glad. That was basically my week. That's what I've done this week.
Shit yourself.
I shit myself.
Yeah, I've been sick as well too. I used that time because I took a little bit of time off work, just bunged up to fully complete Sea of Stars.
Yes.
Which I must say, lad.
You must say, guys.
A hood classic.
Really?
Genuinely unbelievable. So one of those that what happened is that I got to the end and I was like, right, there's the final boss is over there, go fight him.
Yeah.
But all this side stuff is now like ready for you to do. I was like, fuck that. I have other things to play.
Yeah.
It's great. I enjoyed it. But then I basically got stuck on a puzzle I was just happened to be doing. I was like, I couldn't be arsed. Let me just look up the solution dead quick. And in that, I learned that basically a character, which I won't say obviously, but a character dies.
Yeah.
Like full earth.
Oh, really?
Fucking, like
Spoilers.
gets fucked up.
Yeah.
And basically found out that you can bring that character back by doing these side missions.
Oh, really?
It did such a good job of me enjoying that character. I went, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to do it
So
now.
you had to do all of this.
So thankfully I was sick. And I was like, well, this is fucking extra time. I can just do all these side missions and collect all the collectibles. And it was so enjoyable just doing that part that didn't feel necessary to do those extra things and get the proper ending and stuff.
Yeah.
That I haven't enjoyed a little adventure like that in quite some time.
Since Street Fighter 6.
Since Street Fighter 6. It's the one game that's pulled me away from Street Fighter 6 for 2 seconds. Speaking of, a very quick aside about Street Fighter 6, have you seen the costumes?
I've not. I've heard about the
Do
costumes.
you know how much the costumes are?
Tell me how much the costumes cost.
So each character, apart from the most recent DLC characters, have now a third costume that you can purchase. And if you wanted to buy all the characters, say you're like, this is a wheeler and dealer. You like fucking playing Guile and then Dulcim and you're fucking just having fun.
Yeah.
It's £100 to buy all the costumes.
£100.
100 quid. It's something like, so it's 300 fighter coins
Right.
to buy a costume.
Now, I bought one of the costumes when I was drunk.
I
don't remember them being too expensive.
No, it was, I think because you can unlock those costumes, the costume 2 from playing the story.
It was Ken's, I think.
Yeah, and if you obviously, and if you wanted to just pay money to Capcom, I think it was 60 fighter coins. So I think it was like £2 worth.
Yeah,
maybe.
I remember thinking like, oh, I'm never going to play World of Fight or whatever it's called. What's it called? Streets of Rage?
World Tour. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter Rock Band. Yeah, I don't remember them being that bad. So it's £100 for every costume
for every. So if you wanted all the costume 3s, you can only pay for it. There's no in game. There's no in game.
What are you doing?
So like, but this is the real kicker. So a costume's 300 fighter coins. Son, it's about 550, £6.
That's a lot.
Yeah, horrible, isn't it? But they only sell them in packs of 250. So you have to, if you wanted
to spend a tenner.
So if you wanted one costume, you can't, and you have to spend a tenner.
Can you get fighter coins any other way?
Nope.
Ooh,
That is the full
Just
Fortnite strategy.
Just remind me, what country does Capcom reside in?
They're over there. They're over there. I love the Japanese.
He does love the Japanese. But I've never seen a man with such love-hate relationship.
Do you not think that you would? Have you seen the costume 3s?
I've not seen any of them. That's the thing.
They're sick.
How's my girl doing? How's Marissa doing?
So I wanted to bring this up. So Marissa's got the best one.
Oh, hell.
Right, yeah. Calvin, very quickly look up. So Marissa is the big buff lady in Street Fighter 6. She's sick.
I thought you would go straight for.
So I have there's a reason why I brought this up. So would you look up Marissa outfit 3? That's all you need to do.
I saw a lot of myself in Marissa. It's 6'7" Greek woman.
Look at this, lad.
Is it the wedding dress?
No, lad. So this is the concept art.
I remember seeing this concept art.
No, if you get in game, surely it'll fucking pop up somewhere. Yeah, do it in game.
That Gar one sucks, by the way. Anyone wearing a waistcoat is.
Why the fuck is it not coming up?
I really liked her outfit too. I'm not gonna lie.
No, her outfit too sucks.
Well, this is hell for audio listeners, by the way.
No, yeah, fuck them.
So her outfit, outfit 3 is like a wedding dress. Her outfit 2 is like a suit.
Yeah.
Her outfit 1 is basically just like a pancreation outfit. Really, it's nothing.
Boom. Here we are. Good lad. We're on Twitter.
Nice.
So that's our victory screen.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
See, fucking take it back. So,
which Street Fighter character would you marry?
I like
male or female or animal.
Oh, a Blanca husband.
Oh, this reminds me, actually, Calvin, do you remember that thing I sent you on WhatsApp a while ago? This is really bad for audio things, but do you remember what it was called? Was it the Street Fighter swimsuit calendar?
Oh, I've seen that,
You've seen that?
Come on, lad. Fucking jacketed over with Chun-Li over here.
No.
Is this a different thing?
It's the newest one. It's out in like June of next year. Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy, the microtransaction thing.
How many think I've bought so far?
All of them.
Just spent all. I have bought 2. I immediately was like,
do you buy Giles as well?
No, I bought Marissa and Honda.
Yeah.
Because I went back into my Honda life. So I wanted his, and then it was either because Marissa's was so good,
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking have to. And I've basically been learning Marissa, and I'm really enjoying Marissa.
I think it's really interesting again because there was that. Do you remember there was that controversy a while ago about a guy who modded all the women characters in Street Fighter to be nude and then forgot to send it off and hosted a tournament? Can we just see just the cover of it? I would say because it is the most Street Fighter thing ever. No, it's not that one.
This is number 3.
Hell yeah, though, Chun-Li. God damn. Chun-Li would be who I would marry, and she would marry me. Yeah.
You remember in the Street Fighter animated movie from 1991 where she gets her baps out?
That's exactly what I told you to watch. I think the text it was, have you ever watched...
Is this the one you're on about?
No, it's not. It's the one with Jury with the kind of exposure you would expect of. It's just full feet.
I'm certain I've seen this.
When I text Dylan to watch the Street Fighter movie, it's because he was like, we both liked it, played a bit of it, but you hadn't like fully immersed yourself into the lore. There it is. God damn, they know who they're advertising to, don't they?
Do you like feet?
No.
Feet
I
weird.
could go for feet. What are you laughing at, Calvin?
A couple of weirdos.
It's just feet.
Just feet.
I don't mind a bit of foot action, but like I'm not like hell yeah, get the heels on.
Get the socks off, girl.
Let me lick
the
your
most
feet.
like accessible fetish, isn't it?
But I have a theory on this. I think all the other fetishes look down on the feet likers.
Oh really?
Yeah,
like that's the entry level.
Like a piss guy knows he's weird, but like a foot guy's kind of pathetic. No offense, Calvin, but like a foot guy. It's kind of pathetic. I think there's something about it which is a bit like it's not respectable. Like a guy who's into like fucking bondage, you're like a bit weird.
It's because they went full in.
Yeah,
you're like this is me. Whereas if you're a foot, like I don't know, I like fucking stilettos.
I think it's because they don't keep to themselves as well. You know, like a guy who likes piss is not
fucking feet.
It's not like Instagram DMing people. Can you please piss? They probably are, but like you know how every woman you know has a story about someone who's like messaged her and gone, "Can I see your feet?" Or
give us your socks, girl.
Yeah,
I'll give you £200.
Yeah, so I'll
buy you all the costumes Street Fighter 6 for a pair of socks.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'd fucking sell a pair of socks to get the rest of them costumes.
Check the Patreon.
I have a friend who made quite a bit of money doing that.
Yeah.
Fair play. Yeah.
Fucking fair play.
Fair play.
Class.
Fair play.
Fair.
Do you want to give a shout out to the...
Nah.
What are we talking about this week?
Yeah, sick. Yeah, any other fucking side projects you've got going on before we get
projects?
Yeah.
I finished Inscription. I guess this is something that will feed into the thing, but I finished Inscription. It was good. I've never played like Pony Island or anything. No, I want to go play those games.
Yeah.
But I started playing because we talked about this in the recap of the year or the game of the year. I wanted to play Alan Wake 2 because I like Remedy games. So I started playing Alan Wake 1 to get back into it. It's a funny game.
I haven't played it since it came out, so I have no memory of it whatsoever.
There were parts of it where like it holds up. There were parts of it I like it's got this is really nerdy, but there's a part like they have the same locked door noise as Max Payne 2.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was
that's cool.
And then and then one of the voice actors is also from Max Payne. I was like, oh. And then there's a bit when Max Payne's actual voice actor does like a fake Max Payne like story, like it reading from a manuscript, and I got a little stiff.
Little job on?
Yeah, just a little one. But
got maxed out?
I wasn't maxed out. If I'd have seen him come back, if Max Payne comes back, I will literally come everywhere.
What if like in Alan Wake 2 they write a story about Max Payne?
Well, I don't know. I don't want any spoilers. So anyway, so I've tried playing that. It's very 360. The faces are hilarious. Very bad. Like very, very bad. The game's okay. But I've been thinking, and we talked about this a little bit, which is why we want to talk about it today. There's a lot of games in my Steam library that I've either played an hour or two of and gone, I'll come back to that and never done it.
Yep.
Or bought with the full intention of playing and have just never installed it for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Which
I'm not as bad. I think Steam users are particularly, because the sales are just so good on Steam.
They are.
That you just go, fucking I may as well buy Dig Dug 2.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Dig Dug 2.
But like, I feel like when I buy things digitally in the PlayStation, because the sales aren't as good and there's always sales, and I'll always buy a game once it's on sale, unless I'm like really looking forward to it or want it specifically. But Steam just seems like the fucking Wild West.
It is. That's the thing is the great part of it is that obviously I can get shit that I've never heard of and be like, this is the best. Like,
it was 99p.
Yeah, exactly. Like games, genuinely like games I've bought for less than a £5 or less for a £10. I joked that I won't buy a game for less than 50% off, but that is the mentality that it gets you into, where the last probably full price game I bought was Baldur's Gate. Oh no, it would have been Cyberpunk actually. I think, yeah.
Did you get Baldur's Gate?
I can't remember if Baldur's Gate was cheaper when it was in early access or if it was there, but it's genuinely at the point where I'll buy one or two. Where back when I was a teenager, I would buy 40, 50 pound games kind of regularly. You know what I mean?
Unless it was like pre-owned. Yeah. You're going in and you're like, all right.
Oh, that was the dream.
The pre-owned was the best, man. Oh, but there's nothing worse than getting a pre-owned game, open it, and then fucking scratch City.
Yeah. I never really had to deal with that, but...
Yeah. Have you ever had to try and fix a scratch disc?
Yeah.
Toothpaste method?
You know what? Actually, going back to... I did do this because...
You okay?
What's the toothpaste method?
Oh, have you never tried to fix like a busted PS2 disc?
Not with toothpaste.
Just disc. It just works. It's supposed to work in general, yeah.
Yeah, if you do like a little bit of toothpaste, it basically fills in the
like with
the
a brush.
Not a brush. I think it's like a microfiber, toothpaste and microfiber. I swear to God, the only reason my Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 even exists is because of toothpaste.
Thank God. Yeah, that reminds me of a story, actually. You remember, Calvin, when we were doing... I'm calling back a lot. Watch all our other episodes. But when we were doing the stupid video game music, I talked about Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1.
Episode 3.
Yes, episode 3. There was a sequel to that called Spider-Man 2. Enter Electro.
Also a good game that I have played.
It was, right.
Look at
but
go.
I was like 7. Scratched it, happens, whatever.
Good age.
So I went back to, I can't remember what my game shop in town was called back in the day, but I went there and I was like, can we get another copy of it? Because it was just fucked. I did not know about the toothpaste method at that point in time. So I was like, can I buy another one, please? Because I love Enter Electro. it's just the peak of Spider-Man. And they were like, no. And I went, why not? And they went, because it has the Twin Towers in it. And I was like, fuck. Right out, not when I was 7, obviously, but apparently, I don't know if this is actually true or not, but I got it in my head that game was recalled or banned from sale because the final fight is on the World Trade Center.
No way.
Oh my life. Yeah,
After everything, it was Spider-Man all along.
Come on.
Fuck me.
There we go. There we go. I don't know if this is actually true. Maybe if you just put 9/11 afterwards, that would be it.
I kind of like the mystery of this. This might not be true, and you've just made this up.
Yeah, right. Follow it. No, go up. Following the September 11th attacks, Activision delayed. Yeah. So I think that was it. I guess I got it mixed. I guess I got it mixed up. But apparently,
read that out for the audio listeners.
So after 9/11, they delayed the game to remove references to the World Trade Center. And it apparently originally took place on the Twin Towers. So I guess it's the Empire State Building in the re-release. But I guess I'm really misremembering it. But I went in, 7-year-old me being like, hello, my copy of Spider-Man 2 is broken. Can I buy another one? They were like, no. And I was like, why not? And they were like,
because of 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, so yeah.
We must honor them.
Yeah.
Those brave firefighters.
Never forget. I'm not going to shout out anyone because it feels a bit, shout out to the family. What's it called? Never forget. But I like how Spider-Man 2 is the hunt for the physical pre-9/11 copy of Spider-Man 2. Now that's a fucking hunt. Oh, we're on Reddit. We're in dangerous territory, Calvin. Anyway,
they blocked out our lights last
I
time.
love how Spider-Man's become intrinsically linked with 9/11 on our podcast.
In our canon.
In our canon, on the Low Poly Wiki. Check it out and do a deep dive.
Okay, we actually have a topic.
Do we?
Yeah, we've been going for like half an hour, I think.
Ah, shit. Let's speed through it.
Yeah, that's nice. It's good. Fun podcast. So, but we were having conversation, and actually, the new H Bomber Guy video came out, and I never watched H Bomber Guy before, and it was a really good one about YouTube plagiarism.
Yeah, I was going to go and get it.
Oh shit, Calvin's going more for the
Calvin
mold.
going to come on camera?
Oh.
Just a very long arm. Don't say my monster. There you go.
He's a monster.
H Bomber Guy.
Yeah, H Bomber Guy. And let me skull this 1 second.
Oh God. I'll just take
Fuck the audio.
You talk and I'll listen.
Hi folks. So I was listening and watching the newest H Bomber Guy video. Very, very good about YouTube and plagiarism. And so I did that thing, like I'm sure you've had this as well too, is where when you find a YouTube channel that's got loads of subscribers and loads of videos, but you've just found them and you go, ha ha ha, the deep dive's happening, and you can just spend all that time And all of his videos are like 3 hours long. Put me off at first, but they're unbelievable. But I was like, he had like a Fallout New Vegas video. It was like his third or fourth most recent one, I think. Yeah. It was pretty recent. I was like, oh, I'll stick it on.
Was that the one where we were saying that 3 shit in New Vegas is really good?
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
I mean, it's because I like Fallout 3. Well, I thought I liked Fallout 3 until I watched another man's opinion of it. And I went, yeah, shit game. Gross. But as I was watching this fucking video, I was like, I've never fucking played Fallout New Vegas. I just assumed I had played Fallout New Vegas. I have definitely played the opening where you
get shot in the head by...
Where you get shot in the head and you wake up.
Thank you, mother.
And then you're in like some cowboy town. And all I remember is that there's some plot line with dynamite. And then I think I did that, which is... I think it's literally... Oh, is that all the wine that's left?
Unless you know where there's another bottle.
I'll just fucking rinse it with Monster. I'll be all right.
Yeah. Calvin, search for more booze.
This is great. Anyway.
So you've never played New Vegas?
No, I played the opening and I think I got killed by a deathclaw and then never played it again.
In the wrong way. So just before you go any further, we've talked about this before about people who say, I love or I hate this game, who have never played it. And I think we've all been guilty of that once or twice in our lives.
When someone's like, oh, you ever played this and you want to seem a little bit cool? You're like, yeah, I played Final Fantasy VII.
Have you heard of this band vibe? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So I thought that was a really interesting topic of like, what really popular games, not that you lie about. You're not a liar, are you, Josh?
I am a liar, but not about that.
Yeah. But
about video games, I'm fucking heart attack serious. Okay.
Because it's a lot of my personality. I have played a lot of video games, but what are the most popular ones that you should have played, wanted to play, but haven't, that I might judge you for not playing? And we've got a little bit of a list.
I do. So at first, when you told me, I was like, fuck's sake, this is going to take ages, because it's like, who remembers something you've not done?
Yeah, it's a
negative.
You know what I
mean? It's really hard. Do you have a little comment?
Don't think about Chun-Li's tits, her giant thighs.
Oh. So I went. Sorry, John. Chunners. Chunners. I basically just Googled like what are the best games of the century.
IGN top 100.
Yeah, and I quickly realized that they were mostly the same games.
Yeah,
they were. I know. Let's go through the list, but they were basically all of the same, weren't they? But the ones. Should I wait until we go through the list until the ones
I think we should go through the ones that we've, because what I've done, I did the same thing. We didn't know we did this, but to get references, I looked up top 100 games or whatever, just to go, right, what does everyone love and what haven't I played?
Yeah.
And I found out.
I've played most of them.
I've played most of them. It's a good thing we've made a video game podcast, isn't it, Josh? That we've played a lot of video games. But there's a few that I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't played that, have I?
So the ones for me that I haven't played that I'm thinking I would actually quite like to play that at some point. The first one, I've never played a Katamari game, and that was on one of the lists. Never. No, obviously know what it's about, but like don't know it. Never played Red Dead Redemption 2 because the Rockstar launcher on PC fucked me. It wouldn't. It basically tells me you need to play this through Steam, and then I play it through Steam. It's like you need to play it through the launcher, and then I fucking hate Rockstar now. Anyway, I've never played Nier Automata.
Ooh, okay.
Which I think I would quite like. I've never played the third Hitman, which is weird because I love the other Hitman games. I've never played Mother 3. So that's like the obscure one. I came up with 2 games that I know you've not finished just based on our conversation. You've never finised Persona 5.
Yeah.
Did you even beat the first boss?
I've put 25 hours into Persona 5.
Did you beat the first boss?
Yeah, I think I've beat the second. I've done the second dungeon.
Yakuza guy.
Yeah, the art gallery one. Yeah,
the other guy's the third. My bad.
Yep. Spoilers. 25 hours in, still haven't beat 10% of that game.
The other one would be Cyberpunk that you've not played.
I haven't played. I put 10 hours into Cyberpunk. Again, same thing. I mean, I would still count that as like I've played Persona 5. Like I wouldn't have said. If someone's like, "If you're gonna play Persona 5," I'd be like, "Yeah."
I don't mind that, but at the same time, it's like,
do you have to finish a game for you to fucking?
I don't. If you think it's shit, no. Yeah. But if you think it's good and you say, I'll come back to that, I think that's still in the backlog. Like,
yeah, the backlog is
like the 2 playlists. You know what, the other one, it's on 0 top 100 games list, but I really want to play it and I've never had the chance. It's Deadly Premonition. which I never really want to play.
It's one of those like cult classic games.
I think I would love it. I love like Twin Peaks and X-Files and all that mad fucking David Duchovny shit. So I just want him in me.
Duchovny, is it not?
Duchovny.
Oh, I like your Duchovny, David.
I've never played Wolfenstein 2. Which is like I like killing Nazis, like that's fine, but it's not like high up.
The modern Wolfenstein 2?
Yeah.
I fucking didn't like them at all, you know.
I like the idea behind them. They were fun to play.
Yeah,
but that's it.
I don't think I played the second one, but I really didn't like that modern reimagining of Wolfenstein. What I did love was the 360 rebirth.
Those were good, but it's in the same continuity.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway,
there's like a Vulcan type like electric final boss in that. I fucking love it. I think it was shit, but I was just 14 and just loved whatever I got my hands on. You know what I mean? It was in the pre-owned box. I was like, I sucked it up.
How much of a gremlin were you for pre-owned games? Speaking of the backlog, because this is the thing. I know everyone says it, again, not a hot take, but everyone says like, oh, back in the days when I could only afford a game every 6 months, I finished every game. It didn't matter how good or bad they are.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, what we want to do is like, we know these are good games, but instead of finishing something that we actually have and want to finish, we've just gone, I'll just buy something else instead.
Yeah. I am really bad for that. I'm like, I have to very consciously go, right, that's on sale. I'll get it, but I can't start it because I'm currently playing something that I'm really enjoying. I bought Sifu on sale there recently. I'm really excited to play it, but I've rejected it so I can finish Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
And then immediately started Baldur's Gate, and now I forgot about Sifu. And now it's in the backlog. Baldur's Gate's fire. Different topic, but yeah, Baldur's Gate's unreal.
So what was...
So my ones I picked out, there's a few, like, again, there's a lot on the list that I had played, but under your restrictions, I probably haven't. So Red Dead 2, I started and I spent 2 hours in the snow. I went, maybe some other time, and never went back to it. I have a lot of picked up and go, someday, and then it will never be played.
The way that I try and determine it for a lot of things is that like Steam has a 2-hour return window.
That's sick.
So if a game sucks, you can just give it back, no questions asked.
The PlayStation has very recently, if you subscribe to their highest tier of PS Plus, they give you 2-hour trials for certain. They don't give you for everything.
So it would be like that. Is that like it does? It's obviously not 2 hours because some things are different, but basically like if you pick something up, gone like played 5 minutes of it and gone, I'll come back to this and never touched it, you've not played the game.
See, like, no, that won't work on me because that works in the same way of like free trials and canceling it in time, which I will always forget to do.
Yeah.
So I'll play it and I'll be like, I should refund this, and then it will just sit in my library in perpetuity, and I'll go, I have the money spent, fuck it, I'll play Dig Dug 3. Doesn't exist. But right, so the games I picked out that I didn't play, I think you'll be annoyed by a few of these.
Hell yeah.
So I've never played Deus Ex. Oh yeah.
I'm annoyed.
I've played
already.
Invisible War. And
So
I've played Human Revolution.
Invisible War is not a bad game, but it's arguably the worst game of the lot.
Again, there was a H Bomber Guy video on Deus Ex that I watched, and I went, I think I assumed I'd played Deus Ex,
but you'd actually played Invisible War.
But I've only because I never had a PC.
Because JD and Paul are in the second. This is very shout out spoilers for a game that came out in 1999. Shout out to Deus Ex, by the way, because they obviously need it. But so you've never. Nothing about it. No, nothing.
And when I seen bits of it when I was looking up stuff, no idea.
I love Deus Ex. Because conspiracy theories, right, are shit now. Because it's always like, blame it on the Jews. Back in the day.
See, if they're a real man, they'll blame it on the Japanese like I do. Sorry.
Whatever you say, buddy.
I love the Japanese.
What's it called? Yeah, back in the 90s, conspiracy theories, like the X-Files, it was like, it's a shadow government of no specific religion or race, and they're just controlling the scenes, and that's why blah, 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 blah. And Deus Ex is like, let's just take all the conspiracy theories and basically, not what if they were all true, but what if some of them were true and, like Illuminati type stuff was happening.
That's cool.
And they're cool. And I just feel so fucking sad that the racists have taken the conspiracy theories and are now like, the source of all your problems.
What is it, Josh?
He doesn't know. I'm not saying nothing. I know what they'd say. But yeah, that's why.
See, you're a big immersive simp. Immersive simp.
I'm an immersive simp. Yeah, I am. I wouldn't.
I haven't really played any
immersive sims
apart from the new Zelda.
Yeah, that counts.
Would you count that? I thought that would annoy you with me saying that.
Well, it's people don't know what a fucking immersive sim is. That's the problem.
Is it not a game that has elements of the game that interact with everything else?
I always like the barrel test. So the barrel test in an immersive sim is like, can I just skip a problem by stacking enough stuff to get over a wall or something like that? So it just essentially gives you lots of options. An idea for videos about a video about this, about like what is and isn't one, but like
I think you'd be really good as like a video essay.
Thank you.
Like a disembodied voice. Turn the cameras off, Cal. I think it's we wait. I'd say the audio experience is much better.
Hell yeah, I do have a face for radio. I do have a face for radio. Yeah, what's it called? I think Zelda's definitely one, but I think saying that immersive sims are like your favorite genre of video game is such like a jazz fucking move where it's like, shut the fuck up, you virgin. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with being a virgin, but simultaneously like shut the fuck up.
I haven't owned a video game console since 1999.
Yeah, like I like stealth games, but I'm not gonna be like, stealth games are my favorite genre actually. You know what I mean?
Stealth games are sick.
I mean, I love them, but I'm not gonna say that because it just outs me as the virginal little jazz like.
I didn't put this down. I've never played Thief.
Thief's amazing.
Yeah.
And my PC definitely runs Thief. So I
should play Thief.
Yeah, it's great. It's like £3-4 on Christmas sale and all that kind of thing. But what other ones have you not played?
And I've not played. Fault in Vegas have said I've never. So you said, I've never played Hitman 3.
You never played Hitman?
Never played. I've played one Hitman.
Which one?
Absolution.
Oh no!
See, I have another friend, Tom, who is a big Hitman lad. He's basically he's got like world records.
He's
and
bald,
stuff.
is he?
No. Why would you assume? I've never played it. Fucking lick my balls. But he was like, you should like stream like the new Hitmans. Like
what's he got a world record in? Speedrunning.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has done. He's basically has like a little YouTube channel.
Do you know his username?
Regal King Size FC.
Shout out Regal King Size, like the cigarettes.
Yeah,
it's good. Fair play. Okay.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah, you should stream it. It'll be really cool. I was like, yeah, I'm just not a big Hitman.
It is a good.
And then when I told him I'd only played Absolution, I don't think I've talked to him since. To be honest,
Absolution is definitely the black sheep of it. It's not a great Hitman game. It's in the same way that
I loved it.
It's in the same way that like DMC Devil May Cry is not a bad game.
DMC Devil May Cry was unreal.
It was not a bad game, but it's not a great Devil May Cry game.
Just because you didn't have your fucking skimpy white-haired boyfriend doesn't mean it wasn't a good game. I'm not talking to you.
Yes, it does, actually. The moment where even I got a little bit like Ringo Rage when...
Ringo Rage?
You know,
forgot that was part of our camera as well. Watch the rest of the episodes to understand. Good luck.
The moment where his wig blew on, he goes, not a chance, and takes the white head wig.
It's like a mop that falls.
I was just like, you're such a cunt. I was like, how do you do this to me? Like, horrible. Anyway.
I haven't played Chrono Trigger. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
So I made this list.
What's the game you played, Sea of Stars? Isn't that supposed to be a lot like Chrono Trigger?
They got the composer for Chrono Trigger to do a few, not the whole thing, but a few tracks. Yeah. I was like, I think I should play. So I've put this on because I haven't played it, but I have started playing it. So I have one of those like the little mini emulator things.
Oh, okay.
So I've been busting out the Chrono Trigger recently. Yeah. So currently fucking loving it. It's aged impeccably.
I really have to shout out my what's it called? A friend of mine, my boy Stan. He loves Chrono Trigger, but there are some tracks in that.
Is he a Chrono Trigger Stan?
He is a Stan for and every JRPG ever. You probably get on really well. That's to
good.
Be fair,
I like the
because he loves the music for that game, and there are some bangers. Frog's theme obviously is great.
Even when Frog turned up, there's a character that's just a frog. What's his name, Josh?
think it's frog though.
It's frog. They just went, right, we want a frog in our game with no context of like, why is there a frog with a sword?
Yeah.
He just appears in the game.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, it is. I'm frog and I'm sick. And then that's it. Yeah. So far, it could explain the origins of this frog. I haven't got to that point.
But there's some great music in Chrono Trigger. It's a really, really, really good game. Yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play the original SNES one?
No, I emulated it, I think.
Yeah.
I have it on Steam now, but I've not played it.
Is there, I think there's a SNES one and then there's a DS one, I think. I'm currently playing the SNES one, whatever it is, on the fucking emulator, what it is. I've never played League of Legends.
That's fine.
Is that my moral points?
Everyone who watches this, my fellow League of Legends players, current, past, present. No, wait, present is current. Wait, I'm such a fucking idiot. But
I've played Dota 2.
I think Dota is a better. Dota 2
Dota, I've enjoyed. I had a dragon.
What?
I had a dragon.
That's cool. Good
Dragon
for you.
Man
Good for you,
nuts
champ.
over your
Good for
face.
you, but League of Legends is the most toxic game. Like, I like to present myself as a very calm person.
I've played Street Fighter with you. You're not a calm person.
Anyone who plays like a fighting game or like a competitive game, I'm very competitive, but I try and be calm for like in my life to other people and in work, obviously, and stuff like that. And I think it surprises people. But League of Legends has made me, you know, we were talking about controller biting and all that kind of thing. I have said and had horrible things said to about everyone in my family. My ma, God rest her soul, has had some shit said about her. League of Legends is a game where it doesn't really matter how good you are because you can have 4 Ringos on your team that just fucks you. And that affects you.
See, that's why I like fighting games, is because you don't have to rely on anybody else. And also a negative because it means that you go, oh, my self-worth is destroyed because I can't pretend I'm better because of the acts of somebody else.
Because you wake up DI as soon as the round starts.
No, wake up DI and leave me alone.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
But
no, what's it? You used to DI as soon as the round started. When you first picked up Honda and you was super cheesy, and then the other one was level 1 wake up super every single time.
I can't do that as well now that I'm on stick.
Yeah.
So I can't cheese as much.
Any other games you've not played?
I've never played Symphony of the Night.
Oh, good game.
Yeah,
good game,
I really like Metroidvanias as well too, for the titular Vania from that. I've never played, for much as I spout about how much I love Resident Evil, I've never played the PS1 Resident Evil game. I never had a PS1 growing up. So
Did you not?
No. So there's a lot. I know we've based a lot of our branding off that exact thing.
Cartridge-based media for you.
So I was N64. N64 is better than the PS1, lad.
No. That's a different episode. Write a comment what you think, but it's clearly not true.
N64
PS1
is PS1.
maybe the second or third best console that's ever been released.
I would definitely
different episode.
Is this an entire argument?
This
that
is
we're
the
about
fight.
to have?
This is like, they have like the Twitch streamers will box each other now.
Oh, like chess boxing.
Yeah. What we should do is we should play chess boxing
like creator clash
to see whether the PS1 or the N64.
So we just do a brawl and not.
to just
use our minds, Josh. We need to get chalked up on mulled wine, have a little bit of a scrap, take our tops off, and whoever loses has to kiss the other one.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny because
Taps off.
Taps
Do we
off.
have any more mulled wine carbon?
No, I think that's.
Do we have any alcohol in this building at all?
We do not. This is a studio.
This is our workplace. The fact that we've been able to drink wine here, I'm quite impressed with ourselves. Never played. Yeah, Resident Evil 2. Did I do anything else? I've played most things, but like that's what I realized looking at all the lists. Like I've played shit.
Played a lot of them.
I haven't finished loads and loads, but there was a time in my teenage years as I actually made a list of like games I should play.
Yeah,
that had like Mega Man 2, fucking Link to the Past.
Not worth it.
Mega Man 2 is sick. I finished Mega Man 2, but I wanted it was almost like a checklist.
Yeah.
It was like, I should these are the games I should be playing. Should have a good repertoire behind me.
I think this goes for me. It probably goes for you, but like as young kids who like metal and shit like that, we
Goths.
probably based big goth. Probably based a lot of our opinions off what older people liked and just straight up took that for our personality. So exactly. I know like I did something very similar where a lot of the games that people loved, like Deus Ex, I would be like, I'm Thief, to be fair. I played the first Thief, but I didn't play any others. People would rave about them and I would say, oh, I need to play that. And I would, grow to actually really like them.
It was the same, but like I had like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Because like people in Ireland couldn't afford PCs, so we all had N64s and Mega Drives.
Reasonable. That's the other thing. Like a lot of the Nintendo games, I've obviously not played because
that's it. When's the last like you don't own a console at the minute? You're just PC boy.
Technically, I own a Switch, which I bought for Jen.
Yes,
but I don't use it. I
like the Switch.
I have Breath of the Wild. I have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl or whatever. I have. I think I have Ace Attorney on there, and I don't really enjoy the handheld console.
I was a big DS and 3DS man.
I used to really love the Game Boy. I don't know what happened. It just didn't vibe with me.
I loved the DS. Like I've some of my biggest hours are on like the 3DS, like Fire Emblem Awakening, Zelda Link Between Worlds, I think that's what it's called. I know you don't like Nintendo as much, but fucking Nintendo stuff's sick. Like
that's the problem I have with Nintendo though, is that like they do make really good stuff, but they just you have to buy into
They're Japanese, so I can't fucking buy
it. You just have to buy into it, I think, which is the problem I have with it, is because I'm not willing to buy. It was when the Wii came out, and do you remember there were like fucking queues for the Nintendo Wii? And I remember seeing Twilight Princess and seeing like the sword waggle with you know.
The GameCube version of Twilight Princess is infinitely better than the fucking Wii version.
But like, I remember seeing that and going, oh, that looks really cool. And then seeing the lines of people wanting to buy a Wii, and it was like a year wait, wasn't it, to get one? And I was like, I don't really care anymore, to be honest. And then they've just kind of crashed down a little bit.
I was so obsessed with the idea of having a Wii when that came out. Like it consumed all of my thoughts. So much so. I don't know if I've told you this story. I think I was 10.
Yeah.
When did the can you
2007,
Google when the Wii came out? I think 2007. That rings a bell. I would have been 10, 11.
Yeah.
A small child. And I was saving up money. I think it was £180.
Yeah, it was quite cheap as well.
I think it launched at $270, but this is enough time. 2006. I was 10.
Yeah, but it was November. To be fair.
Yeah, exactly. And then probably a year after this, before it went down in price, 180. I was saving up all my little pennies, my little coins, working in the fields, using me good Irish hands, tarmacking roads, fucking lifting bales of hay, and I was saving up fucking cash. And like, when you're, I don't know if you get excited for things because you look dead behind the eyes, but I get like,
I used to
fervently like,
I used to.
If I get something in my head that I'm looking forward to, it consumes me. But like, I was so looking forward to buying a fucking arcade stick for Street Fighter. It consumed my thoughts for about 2 months until I got one.
Nice.
I am a consumer.
Yeah,
it sucks. But
this is another one.
Got me,
guys. People watching, Dylan's love for peripherals is genuinely so great that it deserves its own podcast.
I did buy the Kinect. No. Oh, is that? You want a Kinect podcast?
This is not just the Kinect, but like just your love of peripherals.
I love cheap tattler.
Yeah, you fucking.
That's why I got Calvin to do this podcast.
Speaking of the Wii, anyway, go on. You were frothing at the mouth.
This is such a horrible thing to say, but like this is the turning point in my life where I decided to be a good person.
Oh,
like this one event was like that. So I had £120.
Yeah,
60 more fucking big ones.
That's a lot when you're 11.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, my birthday's months away. I want this fucking. Loads of Wii games are out now. Red Steel.
Hell yeah.
I was just watching trailers. The Monkey Ball, where you control the level with the Wii. Lad.
Do you remember the House of the Dead game on the Wii?
Oh, the Wii Zapper.
Yeah.
Lad, don't even.
You got a gun with it.
Yeah. Resident Evil, Umbrella Chronicles. Oh, lad, it was a Resident Evil House of the Dead clone. That was fucking unbelievable with the events of Resident Evil 0, 1, and 3.
So you can take us through your hero origin story.
So, a small child.
Still are.
Wanted to consume the Wii.
Still do.
And one day, I go downstairs, and on the dining room table, kitchen table, whatever it was.
Yeah.
There's £60 notes.
Yeah.
I think it was like £100 notes. And I was like...
Wait, pound notes?
Like a load of £20 notes.
Oh, okay. Right.
I was like, no one's gonna fucking miss this. No one's gonna need this for bills. I didn't have a great concept of money.
Yeah.
And we didn't grow up with loads of money, but I was like, I'm so glad So I took 60.
Yeah.
And I hid the rest of it. Like, this is just the money that we had.
Yeah.
And I pretended that I found £60 in the street.
Oh.
I was like, oh, can we get the Wii? My mom was like, oh, that's lucky, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And I was like, I've gotten away with it. Thank you, Jesus. And within 5 minutes, she was like, oh, have you seen that money that I had left on the side? I was like, no. Oh, I found some of it. It's like, oh, how much is missing?
£60.
£60. Like, did you take that £60 and pretend? I went, yeah. And I got in trouble. Yeah, basically just took all my consoles off me for about 2 months.
Yeah.
And I went, that made me feel so horrible that I want to be a good person for the rest of my life.
I've got a relevant story.
Go on.
Oh, yours FIFA as well?
Yeah. I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards banned from my primary school.
Hell yes,
because I stole money out of my mum's purse to buy cards in like year 4.
Really?
Wait, why did the school get involved?
Because my mum, like the fucking bitch she is, went immediately to the school to be like, my son is involved in some kind of illicit gambling.
Fucking triad of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in your primary school.
Not for nothing, Calvin, but your mum does kind of seem like a bitch, to be honest. Yeah. Damn. So
shout out to our family.
That's for another pod.
Just quick question. So you're about 7 feet tall, aren't you?
Yeah, I try.
Yeah. What? How tall were you in year 4? Because I think year 4 you're like 9 or 10 years old, right? So you are old enough to be out and about on your own. But I'm imagining you is sort of Dylan's height at the age of 9, which is about 5'3". You're about 5'3".
4'11".
4'11". You are like Gimli the dwarf.
I give big dwarf vibes, don't I?
Yeah. Rock and stone, brother.
I'd love to throw you.
I'd love to be thrown.
Well, I think that's some Patreon content in and of itself.
To answer your question in a roundabout way, I genuinely was about 5'4" until I was 17.
That's really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So there is hope for the viewers out there, for
I was
the
this
manlets.
height. I was this height at 10.
Really?
And then just stunted.
Yeah.
I stole that money and I got cursed.
Stuff. That's what I was going to say. Is like you being a good person is purely because you were punished. I was really loving that story because I was like, there's no fucking way that you got away with that.
No, of course
like
not.
Your parents on that stupid. It's like when I used to smoke cigarettes and I used to think I was so fucking cool, bang on smoking in my back garden, and then like my mum and dad are coming in and be like, what are you up to? I was like,
stinking.
Like absolutely reeking. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing. Kids are crafty, but kids are fucking stupid. That's the other thing as well. Like if you just stolen the hundo, you could have gotten away with it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's gone.
But you still have the exact value that you needed for the Nintendo Wii.
It just so happens, mother.
I found 60 quid in
the exact credits needed for my Nintendo Wii system. Yeah.
Have you stolen anything else in the pursuit of gaming?
I used to steal Hershey's bars and Bob Marley energy drink cans when I was in secondary school.
Did you sell them?
No, it's because my friends did it. I thought it was cool. So our Super Value in Oma, like
shout out to the Super Value.
The drinks machine was like by the door, so people used to just go in and pocket cans and then immediately leave, and then the staff would go, you unruly kids,
and then just let you in the next day.
Yeah.
I used to hang around with. I say I used to hang around with the story that I'm about to talk about. They're all still my friends. When we were younger. You remember Woolworths?
I do.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
You remember now that it doesn't exist anymore.
I do.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
So
shout out to the family.
Circa 2007, 2008, that kind of.
Yeah, around global recession time.
Yeah, that kind of time.
Wool was
we used
shaved.
to go into town and just nick sweets from Woolworths. Like there's
no
cameras
remember that
on
big
the aisles?
pick and mix in Woolworths, lad?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no,
I go for pick and mix in the big Tesco's regularly. It's a very English story now. But like, it turns out if you're filling up a pick and mix thing, you can just steal what you want out of there and just put it in your pocket. I'm talking like handfuls of fucking sweets if you want.
Shoveling big snakes.
Yeah. Well, you have a couple of snakes. You don't want to. It's like stealing from.
Don't want to take the piss.
Yeah, you don't want to take the piss because that draws the attention. You know what I mean? It's like
you don't
stealing
want
from
to
a
steal
casino.
the exact amount that you need for the Wii.
Yeah, it's like in
slightly less.
Yeah, exactly. You need a life of crime. You either steal small enough to get by or big enough that you'd never need another job again.
Well, here's the next part of my story.
Oh shit.
So, used to pocket a lot of goods. And then, so we were doing this for months. Like
you were crime
months,
ring.
months, if not years.
And like
so
an
can
Oliver
you
Twist.
imagine the fucking feeling waking up and finding out on the news that Woolworths has gone bust? Because I thought, oh my God, that was us. We did that.
In like the fucking, what is it, like the Penrith, the fucking Woolworths or whatever it was. That you'd,
Whitehaven.
the Whitehaven Woolworths that you'd stolen
The
off.
fucking fear of God, honestly.
I killed Wool. Fuck. Shit, I gotta get out. Is that why you moved to Liverpool?
To escape my
So like
life
the
of
heat died
crime.
down. Listen, let me tell
Get rid of
you.
them GTA stars.
The Cumbrians, one thing Cumbrians love, it's fucking Woolworths, and they are looking. It's still a sore topic.
Yeah.
But I hope you can return back to your homeland one day.
Yeah, I hope to be allowed in.
That's fucking incredible. I remember I stole a Fall Out Boy CD from Woolworths once, which is embarrassing in and of itself.
Which Fall Out Boy
I
CD?
think it was from Under the Cork Tree. I don't think it was Infinity on High.
We were just
What was that? What did I say to you yesterday?
Hell yeah, brother, we
woke
will.
up, yesterday I woke up and I had a very distinct memory of like image of Pete Wentz in my mind. So I was like, what does this mean? So I just started listening to Fall Out Boy. Class.
Sure, do you think Pete Wentz looks a bit like Rob McElhenney?
Oh,
I don't think so.
I think it's there. I think of Rob, if you go back to like the 2007 Always Sunny vibe.
Oh, like
There's
like early seasons of
Yeah,
Always
not now.
Sunny.
Not now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
Oh, what the fuck?
yeah, it's the same mouth.
That's the same dude.
Hell
mouth,
yeah,
isn't
see
it?
what I mean?
What? Okay.
that's
for
the
people who
hill
don't
I've been
know,
dying
Rob
on.
McElhenney. Yeah.
How do you
Give it a go.
spell Mac?
It's right
MCE, yeah.
It's right there. Google it. I mean, he looks
Not
more like
so much now.
They've
He looks
aged
great now.
differently.
But
Yeah.
like 2000,
he looks more
2007.
like fucking James Nesbitt now. Jesus Christ.
James Nesbitt.
I am not about
My God.
I can't remember what I was going to say about the Fall Out Boy thing.
You stole a Fall Out Boy CD. I was one of the first. I remember of memory. We were talking about this the other day. But
Yeah.
do you remember Play.com?
Vague, yeah, very vague.
That was like my website to like get stuff on. DMC1 Play.com. Fall Out Boy, that album, Play.com. We were relaying this to Calvin. So Calvin, what did you tell me about Play.com for those that remember?
What I told you about Play.com was that I read an article, and what I realised earlier was I saw a tweet, and somebody was tweeting about it. So Play.com, way back in the day,
Yeah.
cheap digital,
Yeah.
not just digital goods, but like media, home media, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So they were based, and again, this could be total bollocks, they were based in like Jersey. And so the reason you could get stuff dead cheap from Play.com is because by being based in Jersey, stuff under £15 wasn't subject to a certain kind of tax
Fuck.
or customs thing. So that's why they could give you all that cheap tat.
I tell you what, that is good podcast talk. That's comedy, gaming, all of it.
Finance.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
Historical current events.
Yeah. Woolworths and Play.com.
Birds. All the shit we stole.
Rip. Shout out to
Do you
his
ever get
family.
caught stolen? I feel like just before I feel like we've gone
Yeah,
quite long.
how long have we done?
1 hour and 8.
Oh, we went long
Fucking
today.
hell.
boys. Did we have an idea of where we wanted this topic to go? Because I feel like we
wait.
talked for like maybe 10 minutes about games, and then the rest of it
There was a good 20 minutes where you actually talked about video games.
Oh, great.
It was refreshing, if anything.
I did want to kind of like, is there anything in your backlog that we both like that you're desperate to finish? I wanted to do like a little
hopefully.
challenge. Oh fuck yeah! Put your log in my back.
finish you are. 100%.
But like, I would love. We don't have to do it this episode because we're reaching the end. But I'd like to plan this properly.
Yeah.
But I have so many games that I haven't finished.
Yeah, you
and
do.
then to you, that means I haven't played anything. So I would.
No, it's not that. If you get over halfway, that's fine. But like,
Yeah.
if you've played an hour, it doesn't count.
But there's games I love that I've played 70% of. Yeah.
No.
I'm like, yeah, I was sick. And then I go, I'll get back to it someday.
No,
No, definitely.
you've got to finish a game
Okay.
to really see that.
Do you think this is another topic for sure, but is a quick respite? Do you have to play a game to like it?
This is a topic in and of itself. I don't think you do.
Like if you watch somebody play a game either on the internet via YouTube, Twitch, or in person, you've never touched that game, but you're like, yeah, it's sick.
I don't think you do. Like, we were talking about this before, like Tekken. I've played a bit of Tekken, but watching like high level Tekken's really good. But I have no interest in actually playing it. You know what I mean?
I'm buzzing for Tekken 8 though. I'm really excited for it.
No, I don't think you do. But
I think this is a bigger topic that we can probably talk about.
It is actually one of the topics that we agreed on before we started this podcast that you just tried to sneak in after an hour and 10 minutes.
We'll go for another hour.
I think what we agreed on is that we both want to pick something. We don't know what it is. We might start with this and have it in the background, but we both want to pick a game or a couple of games.
I'd say if we were going to do like a challenge, 'cause that was the idea, and have like a forfeit of something.
Yeah, but I don't know what the forfeit would be.
What about we have 5 games each that we decide ourselves.
Okay.
And if we don't have them finished in, would you say 2-3 months time?
Okay.
2 months time. We'll finalize this and put this on places when we've decided. And whoever loses or can't do or has, we could both finish all of them and then we could just kiss. But like if not, whoever can't finish them or doesn't finish,
we'll have to kiss the other one somewhere else.
Oh shit! But maybe the other person has to decide a game for them to play.
Oh, is that the forfeit you're going for?
I think so.
I thought it was going to be like painful or humiliating.
No, I just want to be your friend.
Okay.
That's why I
I have the exact right forfeit for you actually.
For a game that like
I will. If you lose this challenge, I'm not sure if this is exactly it, but I want you to play League of Legends until level 30.
What does that mean?
That's like the level that you can play ranked. I don't know how long it takes. So it'll either be for you to get to that point and then do your ranked placements and see where you end up.
Is it really annoying to get to that point though?
I don't think it's annoying. It's just shit. It's just a horrible game and a horrible time. But you might really like it.
I definitely want you to play. Oh, should I get you to play like Pokemon Scarlet? Oh yeah, because it's not that bad. Like, but I know you.
No, but it'll take like fucking ages because they
hate it. We'll circle back. We'll circle back. Start of the next episode, we'll decide. If you have any suggestions, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
go onto our Patreon and ask us questions. I think a lot.
Do you have a Patreon now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. We're 5 episodes in.
No, we do not. Not right now.
Not right now. But we're time travelers. It's grand. Woolworths is alive.
Woolworths was key. That's the demise of Woolworths is what stopped us going into the Beat Saber universe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Calvin.
That's
Calvin.
Back,
if you hadn't stolen all this fucking pick and mix, there'd be nothing but techno right now, you fucking ringo.
I'd also probably have a normal BMI.
Well, on that note,
fuck normal BMIs. Big boys live forever.
Hell
yeah. Thank you for watching the Low Poly podcast once again. I love you all. You're the best. And you're the fucking worst. Lick my balls when we're drinking mulled wine. Yes.